Hey everybody, let's get renewable. Yeah, renewable energy is what it is. And if you guys are looking for undervalued investment opportunities, click subscribe. My name's Andy, my channel's Finding Value. And renewables are where it's at. Money's gonna be dumped at this stuff. And I think renewables, I don't have a ton of it. I've been waiting for this pullback. I'm looking at the charts. And I think I need to get some renewables. I don't know why. Now, is renewable energy, are they going to act like commodities, or are they going to act like a consumer of commodities? I think it's the second. So it's difficult to know. They're going to be throwing trillions at this. Trillions. I think worldwide oil is like a 2.1 trillion, and it's like 5% of all of GDP. If people can figure this out, if you can figure out this emissionless energy source, there's going to be a lot of money that's going to be thrown at this, many trillions. So I want to have a little bit of money in there just in case that big portion of trillions gets thrown in here. So let's look at some renewables. Let's look at the charts. Let me see what we got here, because the charts will tell us if it's a buy or not. So renewables, money is going to be thrown at this sector. We know that from governments. What are the charts telling us? That's simple, easy. What are they telling us? This is only financial education. I can't give you guys advice. It's not supposed to be meant as advice. I'm supposed to help you guys progress yourself as investors and as technical analysts. So I'm going to look at these companies from the paradigm of technical analysis. So here's SunPower. SunPower is rated very high. It is a solar company. And there's the big downtrend break. We can see it. Downtrend line broke to the upside. Everyone got excited, piled into it. Volume's pretty good. And now we're selling off. And this is pretty common. So you kind of break it. Sometimes they do the sell off and it back test over here. Sometimes they run way up and then they come back down. I would be looking at this for a buying opportunity at some point. Because we've got the big, long chart break pattern, and it pulled up and it's pulling back. So I think it looks pretty good. Here's Gamesa. Gamesa is a wind turbine company. We've got the long resistance line here. We can see it kind of broke out and pulled back, and then we pulled up, and now it's pulling back again. I think it looks pretty good for a long-term hold. The volume's been pretty steady down here. I don't see a huge accumulation like uranium is, but it does look decent, and it may pull back more. It may need some more time to consolidate, but on a long-term basis, it doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. Here's Vestas Wind Energy, another wind turbine builder, manufacturer. We've got the trend line here, broke to the upside, ran for a little bit, and we're kind of doing this big pullback. Still, this doesn't look bad. This is still a very big trend line resistance break. The volume, I wish it was a little higher. I wish it looked more like this over here, but over here. So it doesn't look too bad. Looks pretty good. NextEra Energy, well, I guess that thing never pulls back unless you have a large, massive recession blow off, sell off in real estate. But real estate's been pretty steady. NextEra looks pretty good for a long-term hold. I think they're gonna be one of the large integral parts in tying all this renewable energy together. So I think it looks pretty good for a really long-term hold. We do have a little bit of a pullback here, and that's all you're going to get in this company, it looks like. Brookfield Renewable Corporation, here's another one. It's kind of pulled back. Doesn't look too bad. You know what? I might even buy some of this, because these renewables, money is going to be flowing in here like mad. And I want to have a little bit. Here's Canadian Solar Incorporation. Long, big downtrend line. Broke to the upside, and we're doing a pullback and retesting. Actually, looks pretty good right here. The volume, it's up a little bit. Not as much as back here or back here, but it's up a little bit. Doesn't look too bad. Interjects Renewable Energy. I know Ross Beatty's on the board of this guy. It's his renewable company. Here's the uptrend line. it broke out and it pulled back and it's back testing or retesting. It looks good. It looks good when this is a big long-term trend line break and it's back testing. That's what I like to see. Here it is pulled up, zoomed in for interjects, came on down, it's still coming on down. Could have a little bit more time before it goes higher, but it doesn't look bad. It does not look bad. Here's QuantumScape Corporation. This is a steady state battery for electric vehicles. Big move up and the slow leak off of sellers. I think we still have maybe a little bit more time, but it's getting close. It's getting close. I may throw a little bit in there. Guys, there's going to be so many trillions worldwide being thrown at this. I just want a little bit of money in here. It doesn't mean that you guys have to go into this, but I'm enticed by how much money could be thrown in this. And then there's other things that can happen. I'll talk about that once we get through here. And then I've got Lucara Diamonds. I just wanted to show you guys Lucara Diamonds because it broke out of this big pattern and it got sold off hard. Down here is where I bought. I bought way down here. I think I bought like right here at 0.4. You zoom in, this thing's got a bullish engulfing. It kind of pulled up, pulled back. It may have a little bit more pull, sideways movement before it goes higher, but doesn't look too bad. I wanted to throw that in there because I don't ever really talk about diamonds. So this renewable, why am I talking renewables? Like, it's not a change of heart. There's just so much money that's going to be thrown here. And if governments start doing this carbon credit stuff, it's basically saying that these guys are going to win. And it's going to put a lot of pressure on those that release carbon into the atmosphere. And I've been looking at these carbon credit stuff. I don't know when it's going to be implemented, but to be in it before this stuff happens, some of these renewable companies, they're probably going to do very well. If they continue to bring down the costs, if this is the direction, if the money's going to be flowing there, if we've got carbon credits and all this other stuff in the market, I'm going to have a little bit of money in it. I want to see what it does. Because if the money comes flooding in, I've got some money there, I'm going to be happy about that. Obviously, if they're going to throw trillions at it, I want to be in it. So, yeah, I've thought about this for a while. It's hard. I don't know the valuations of renewable energy. And that's where I'm kind of out of my element a little bit. So I don't know if these are of good value. I don't know because there's not much history on it. I can't really price these things very well against others, but they are breaking large chart patterns. I don't see the volume necessarily piling in, but they are breaking large chart patterns and they're all doing it. So I think the move is going to be higher and it's going to be substantially higher. If you guys like this content, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate you guys listening. This is Finding Value.